With Regulation J being announced, Mythicals will now be allowed in competitive Pokemon, and one that I'm really excited to use is Hoopa-Unbound. Hoopa-Unbound is the definition of a mixed attacker, with an absolutely monstrous attack stat and a special attack stat, and a really good special defense stat. It makes for a perfect Assault Vest user. Its speed stat really isn't the best, which is why today I'm going to be using it in Trick Room, with Drain Punch to cover those dark types who resist our Psychic and Dark Stab. Let's see how we can get on.
Arceus Calyrex. I mean, it's what I thought was going to be happening in this regulation, right? Calyrex does beat both of them, I think, if we can get a boost in the Arceus. I do think just lead the Hatterene, get Trick Room up, and get right out of there, dude. We can Magic Bounce Hazards or anything really from any of his mons that look annoying, and just get to Hoopa, dude. I mean, we've got enough coverage to hit most of the things on his team. I'm a little bit concerned of maybe Choice Band Landorus, which has been a set that's rising in popularity again, because I do think that'll blow its way through our Hoopa. But we'll see, who knows. I'd rather a bulky one, and it is going to be a Calyrex lead, probably U-turning out. We can get an idea of its build. So yeah, Hatterene's a pretty good lead here, and I will just be getting that Trick Room up. Okay, let's Trick Room. And Trick Room looks really strong into this team. They do U-turn, so it is going to be probably Banded Calyrex based on the damage. Probably Banded Calyrex. Arceus comes in, okay. So this is going to extreme speed everywhere, and there's not really anything I can do about it. Because Arceus with extreme speed, unfortunately, does not care for Trick Room. It does not care for Trick Room at all. I'm just going to Dazzling Gleam here, and I'm probably on their Sword Stance. Okay. They just extreme speed and take us out. Cool, okay. So Hoopa's got to come in now, or maybe Calyrex. I actually think Calyrex coming in here would be a little bit better. It is Life Orb. Let me run a calc, hold on. Yeah, it's got to be Calyrex coming in, unfortunately, just because Hoopa is very strong, essentially. Hoopa is very strong, but not strong enough to do over half with Drain Punch, and Extreme Speed would have been doing a little bit more than that to us. So I will Icicle Spear here. Okay, something's coming in on Icicle Spear. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Dozo. Oh, but I've got Bullet Seed for Dozo, so I'm actually not too concerned. Oh, that did absolutely nothing. Okay. If we can get a 5-hit here, that would be cool. I do think Hoopa would be really nice here. Okay, dude, Dozo is so fat. If he's got lefties, he recovers most of that back. Oh, he's going to recover. Dude, this is so disheartening. Is he going to protect as well? And stall the Trick Room? If he's not, I'm going to Bullet Seed. Okay, there's the protect. Okay. So he knows I've got Bullet Seed. I wonder if he switches here or Terrors. Because I do think he might switch into Calyrex or something, and then the Trick Room will go. I think my play would actually be to Icicle Spear reading that. And maybe if he Terrors the Dozo too, that would be nice. He actually just went for a double protect, huh? But I can get the Trick Room back up with Calyrex, so it's not a big deal. Huh. This is weird. I don't like Dondozo, dude. No one does, to be honest. No one likes this mon. But we'll see. Calyrex Ice unable to break through, unfortunately. And I will just Trick Room here. Because they might protect again, because they just failed their double. Twisted Dimensions go down. Let me Trick Room. What is going on? What is going on? He's protected again with the Dondozo. Huh? Is he trying to, like, stall me out? Is he trying to, like, scout for a switch? Like, what's going on here? So Dozo gets a bit more HP back. Not really a huge concern. I'm going to Bullet Seed here. Dude, what is this guy playing at, bro? Bullet Seed's going to do a good chunk. Oh my god, it's actually not. Dude, is this Dondozo, like, level 100 and I'm level 50? Like, what is actually happening? Or is that just the power of, like, max HP, max Fizz Def Dozo? I think he's going to protect the next turn, so I'm going to go to Hoopa and try and get to the Hoopin' in. But, oh my god, what an annoying mon. Okay. Let me go Hoopa. And Psychic should KO, I think. And we can Hyperspace Fury through to protect. Okay, let's go Hoopa. Come on. Come on, Hoopa. Protect again, yep. And he's going to protect one more time, actually. But nothing on his team switches into Psychic. Like, at all. Beautiful. Okay. I don't know what this Dondozo's doing, by the way. But let's Psychic. Withdraw? So it's Arceus or Calyrex coming in on a Psychic here? You sure? Arceus coming in on a Psychic. It's gonna do a good chunk, dude. It's gonna do a good chunk. Dude, that's really good damage. That's really good damage. I'm gonna Drain Punch. Okay, Terra normal E-Speed perhaps? I think. But that means they can't Terra the Koraidon anymore. Yep, Terra normal E-Speed. I don't know if that KOs Life Orb. Maybe? Let's see. I mean, if it does, then fair play. Arceus is just up next. No, we live. We hang on. And Drain Punch is going to take this out. Beautiful. Now, Koraidon will take us out with a U-turn, unfortunately. But as soon as we deal with that, like, Dozo can beat... this is tough, actually. Because it depends. Does this Koraidon just stay in and click Flare Blitz? Because he's burnt the Terra now. He's very much so weak. Trick Room goes down, unfortunately. And, yeah, Koraidon's going to be coming in here. I've got to hope they click U-turn. Because I kind of need Hoopa to beat the Doze. Actually, not really. I kind of don't. Let me Psychic. Collision Course. Okay, that's fine. I don't think Terra Fairy would have saved me there. But we are Terra Water on our Calyrex. So that's fine. I mean, if I think he's choiced... is he choiced or is he AV? Because he's running U-turn. I don't know. Either way, it's all up to Calyrex. And I think that's absolutely fine. I think Calyrex can certainly take us home here. I am going to Terra Water, just in case. And I'm actually going to Bullet Seed to predict the... Or maybe I should have Trick Roomed, actually. Yep, I Bullet Seeded to predict the Dondozo coming in because it's like the most obvious switch of all time. And then there's no way Koraidon can OHKO us with a fire move here. Let's go. Okay. We should have the Dondozo down. Let's go. Okay. I don't know if this takes it down, actually, but it'll definitely do a good chunk. And then I do think we can live anything that Koraidon wants to click. Let's see. So, I don't think Bullet Seed will take Dozo out, and they will protect the turn, and I'll get Trick Room up again. But that's fine. 3. Can we get a 5-hitter? With a crit, too. No, we get a 4-hitter, unfortunately. That's fine. They're going to protect, I think, to try and get their leftovers back. I am going to Trick Room. Always Trick Room here. Protect, yup, okay. But nothing's saving them, I don't think. I think our damage output at this point in the battle is too high. And as long as I can keep under Trick Room for when Koraidon's in, we're absolutely chilling. But dude, Hoopa beating the Arceus there was so hype. That was so hype, let's go. I do think a lot of people are going to be bringing things like Dozo, Gliscor, etc. at the start of the regulation. Just because it's going to be a new meta, people won't really know what's good, what's bad, and that kind of thing. So I think it's going to be a much more bulky core to start off, but Hoopa doesn't really care for that. We've got the mixed coverage of special moves with Psychic, we got the physical Drain Punch, Hyperspace Fury, and I'm running Terra Blast Fairy to hopefully catch a Koraidon or a Miraidon under Trick Room. So yeah, Koraidon comes back in here, and I will be Icicle Spearing, and that should be GG at +1. I'd like to think, dude. Yeah, I mean, absolutely, GG. So that was a really good battle, dude. Really showcased the power of mixed Hoopa. We forced out the Dondozo with the Psychic, got Arceus in, he Terra Normal, Life Orb boosted E-Speeded, and we lived. And then got it down with Drain Punch, and that's all it was really there for, just a mixed answer. So that was a fantastic battle one. Let's get another one, dude. Hoopa feels good. It's tough though, because I feel like without Trick Room, it does kind of struggle, but maybe with the Assault Vest, it will be better in things like Calyrex, Shadow, Miraidon, etc. I'm just going to have to see with more testing, so let's get another one. Oh, here we go. They've got Petra Run. Yo, that's not fair. They got 3 restricteds, bro. Come on. Come on. But with that said, though, Hoopa's coverage here looks really solid. Zacian kind of walls us. Zacian does kind of wall us, so we're going to need to deal with that. In fact, Zacian walls every mod on this team, so that's something I need to be careful of. Calyrex Ice can beat it. But I'm thinking Hoopa under Trick Room does look really strong. It does look really, really strong. I'm not sure who I'd want to catch, maybe... I mean, Miraidon would be really good because we have Terra Blast Fairy, and I don't know how much it would do, but I feel like it'd do a good chunk. With us being a mixed attacker too, if it's Assault Vest Miraidon, we can maybe catch it. And I want to fire off a Hyperspace Fury too. I want to do that at least once in this video. So let's see, they do lead the Miraidon. We obviously led Hatterene, and I know Volt Switch is coming out here. Really not a huge problem. I will be Trick Rooming here. There's not really a huge concern. Unless they brought their own Mimikyu and reversed the Trick Room, that'd be pretty bad. But yeah, let me just Trick Room here. Okay, so yes, they do Volt Switch. I'm curious who into. I'm very curious who into. Because Zacian is very problematic for this team. Like, very, very problematic. Let's see. Oh, Mimikyu. Okay. Are they going to reverse my Trick Room? Because that is not nice if that is what they do. Maybe they'll Shadow Sneak us. That would be preferred, to be honest. That would be preferred. Let me Dazzling Gleam and just hope break the disguise first and foremost. So they do Shadow Sneak. We're going to go down to this, of course. And okay. Okay. Is it Curse Mimikyu? That's what I need to know. I think what I'm going to do here, actually, is go to Calyrex Ice and Icicle Spear. I think Icicle Spear looks really solid here in breaking the disguise and then just blowing through the rest of Mimikyu's HP, because its HP stat is really not good. Even if it's like bulk invested, if we can get a 5 hit, there's no way it lives. Okay, so they do give us the Mimikyu, hopefully. Again, hopefully we get the Mimikyu here. And let's see, 1... Oh wow, that is max HP, max Fizz. Oh, big crit. Can we get another one? Oh, we get the 5 hits. That's beautiful. We really needed the crit. I think without the crit, we would not have got that KO. Like, at all. So that's really good. Okay. That's perfect for us, honestly, because there's no threat of our Trick Room being reversed. There's no threat of being cursed or anything like that. Like, that was a really important KO. Okay, so it's going to be Zacian coming in. I've got to Terra Water my Calyrex. How many turns of Trick Room do we have? 2 turns left. That should be fine. And I'm going to High Horsepower. Terra Water, High Horsepower. And I'm High Horsepowering because... A, it hits super effectively, but I do think they're going to Terra the Zacian, potentially. Maybe fearing High Horsepower. And I wanted to Terra Water in case High Horsepower doesn't KO. But maybe it will. I don't know. If he's bulky Zacian, it probably won't. And they are going to Terra the Zacian. Okay. Now, I'm hoping we can get our Trick Room back up and Hoopa can sweep. I'd love a Hoopa sweep, dude. Because we're Assault Vest too. Oh, normal. Normal Zacian, eh? I mean, Hoopa's unlocked now. Hoopa's unlocked now. Let's go. So, High Horsepower, probably not going to do too... Okay, that did way more than I thought. That did way more than I thought. And Behemoth Blade does absolutely nothing. Trick Room, 1 more turn. We can safely Icicle Spear now. And then Hoopa should be able to pick up the KO on Miraidon. So that's awesome. Even outside of Trick Room, we're Assault Vest. We should be able to live Electro Drift, I want to say. And then it's just a case of what do we pick up the KO with. I'm definitely going to Hyperspace Fury. Maybe my play here was actually reversing the Trick Room and then getting it back again. But I think Zacian's offensive pressure would have been too much for that. I do think Zacian's offensive pressure would have been a little bit too much for that. And we're going to obviously go down here to the Electro Drift from Miraidon, but not before getting a +1 boost from Chilling Neigh. So Trick Room goes back down, and Terrain's gone down, which means Miraidon's going to get that fresh buff when it comes back in. But it's still Electric Dragon. I don't think Hoopa can win, actually. Because we're obviously going down here. Like, obviously going down. And if they're Choice Specs Miraidon, I don't know if Hoopa lives too. Let me just try and get a Trick Room up, like Hail Mary. Obviously, Calyrex goes down here. It just depends how much Drift does, but I think Drift will do a lot. Because Miraidon's power is ridiculous. Crit absolutely did not matter there. Calyrex goes down. And now we get Big Hoopa in. Now this is the moment we get to see. This is the moment that we get to see, ladies and gents. Let's see how much Hyperspace Fury can do. I don't think it will be enough to pick up the KO, but if we can live Electro Drift on above half, that would be great. I don't think that will happen, but let's see. Come on, Hoopa. Oh, wait, there might be a world where Assault Vest Hoopa wins this exchange. Hyperspace Fury does over half. We just need to live the next one. The Fizz Def drop does not matter. He only did 85 HP damage to us. We're going to Hyperspace again. Come on, Hoopa. Live the Electro Drift. Yup. Hoopa's Spadef is dirty. And Hyperspace Fury picks up the KO on Miraidon. Let's go, dude. That was good, dude. AV Hoopa, even outside of Trick Room there, was able to 1v1 a Miraidon. I'm gonna run a few calcs to get an idea of what that Miraidon spread was, or if it was like Specs, Scarf. I don't think it was Specs, but I'm really blown away by Hoopa's performance there. That was so good. Let's get a third and final battle. Okay, here we go. Dude, I've recorded 3 battles and none of them have had a restricted, but this is where we get to see just how strong Hoopa is. Now, I'm going to lead the Hatterene. It looks really, really strong into this team. In just getting the Trick Room up, we block the hazards from Ting Lu, or T-Spikes from Sneasler, or Stealth Rips from Gliscor, and then we just get the Trick Room up, and Hoopa's coverage, we've got Terra Blast Fairy to hit Koraidon, and we've got Psychic to hit the Dondozo. Like, we can hit everything on this team so well. We've even got Drain Punch for Ting Lu, which is like, I wanted a fighting option, because things like Qian Pao, Ting Lu, we can't really hit too well with our Dark Psychic stab move, so I wanted Drain Punch, and I figured that would be a really good coverage based on Hoopa's absurd attack stat. But yeah, we should be good in this. I think Calyrex looks great too. We're loaded dice with Bullet Seed and Icicle Spear, so we can hit pretty much everything on his team super effective too, if the Hoopening doesn't work out, which I think it will. I have a good feeling about the Hoopa this battle. And yeah, let's see, dude. I'm excited because I want to try this against a really popular structure, and Koraidon Calyrex Shadow is like the most popular structure, right? So they led Koraidon. That's absolutely fine. That's actually pretty good for us, to be honest. They might... what might they do here? U-turn out? They might U-turn out. We're just going to Trick Room there, turn 1. We obviously threaten this thing super effectively. I will just be Trick Rooming turn 1. Yeah, let's get it up, because we really need the Trick Room in this battle. So they do U-turn. That's what I thought. That's a lot of damage. Is that Banded Koraidon? I don't know. I actually can't tell. I can't tell. Koraidon is just like that, bro. Koraidon is just like that. But we're free to get Trick Room up here. And who are they going to go out into it? It's going to be Sneasler. Okay. Okay, Sneasler comes in. That's fine under Trick Room. Not a problem. Is it Fake Out Normal Gem? Because that's fine if it is. Like, Hatterene can actually deal with this pretty well. We're just going to Side Shock here. Okay. Who's coming in? So they've revealed? Okay, who's third? It's Dozo. Okay, okay, Dozo's in. Got it. But getting Chip on this is really good for Hoopa. Like, really, really good for Hoopa. I will just Dazzling Gleam again. See how much this does. I mean, that's incredible damage to Dozo. That is way more than Chip. I really kind of wanted to go down to that because the Trick Room turns. Huh. Yeah, what I'm going to do, because I think he's going to Avalanche again, is reverse my Trick Room. Yep, okay, beautiful. I want to reverse my Trick Room and get Hoopa in completely fresh on fresh turns. So I'm going to Trick Room and then Trick Room again. It's very convoluted. I don't really need to do this. I have so many ways of dealing with Dondozo, but this is like a better way of doing it, right? So I'm going to get my Trick Room back up and then probably Heal and Wish out into Hoopa. Okay. Or maybe I get Chip on it, and maybe if they're Rest Talk, I hope I go down. No, okay. So we get the Trick Room up. Fresh Trick Room is up. And, oh, dude, do I want to deal with Dozo now? Just with Hatterene? Let me just Dazzling Gleam. Get Chip on this. Because that's going to KO next turn. So, yeah, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Let's go. Dazzling Gleam again. Take out the Dondozo. And now their Sneasler or Koraidon has to switch in here. And Koraidon would be forced to Terra. Sneasler would, of course, force speed to Terra as well. Why was that so hard to say? I don't know. But we've got 3 turns of Trick Room left, I'm pretty sure. And then Hoopa can get to Hoopaning. So it's going to be Sneasler coming in. Okay. Let's Side Shock this. They are going to Terra the Sneasler. Okay. That's fine. We've still got Trick Room up. Hopefully they KO us here. Terra Dark. Ooh, okay. Okay. Hopefully they KO us here, because we've got big Drain Punch on Hoopa. And we've got Terra Blast Fairy. Okay, Side Shock obviously not working there. What do they click? U-turn? Oh, okay. Oh, that's fine. Dude, Hoopa's about to do it. Hoopa's about to do it. We're still under Trick Room. The whole reason I put Terra Blast Fairy on Hoopa was to deal with Koraidon. I could go Calyrex Ice now and win as well, but where's the fun in that, dude? I've also calced that Psychic from this specific Hoopa build KOs every Koraidon that isn't Assault Vest. It depends on how many turns of Trick Room I have. I wish I could see right now. I don't think it matters. The only thing that matters here is if I'm going to Terra or not. That's the only thing that matters. So big Hoopa's in, and we've got 1 turn left. Because if I Terra Blast Fairy, they could just go to the Sneasler, and that wouldn't be good. Because I think they're going to go hard Sneasler here. But if I Terra the Hoopa, then Calyrex sort of gets owned by Koraidon. Oh no, dude, I knew it. I was like, if I Terra Blast Fairy there, it kind of sucks for us. It's Terra Dark on Sneasler. It would obviously catch the Sneasler and Oko it, but then our Calyrex can't tear it out of its fire weakness. And we know this is choice to Koraidon, probably banded. I'm going to Drain Punch here. So they Dire Claw. That does so much. And we get poisoned. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Come on, Hoopa. Let's take this thing out. Yeah, goodbye, Sneasler. That is crazy damage. How much do we heal off that? I don't know if we live the next one. Maybe not after poison? No, I don't think we do after poison. It's going to be close if we do. I don't think we do, though. Dark Claw again. Yeah, okay, okay. Oh, man, that's really tough. But I can win the game by going to Calyrex here and setting the Trick Room up. Dude, it's a shame we didn't have one more turn of Trick Room, because I could have just Terra Blast Fairy twice and won. But yeah, I go to Calyrex here, Terra Water, Trick Room, and Icicle Spear takes everything out because he's Terra'd the Sneasler. But dude, I wish we had that Hoopa angle. That would have been so good. It's just that we needed that one more turn of Trick Room. Maybe Healing Wish was the play. But I didn't expect Terra Dark on Sneasler. I didn't expect Terra Dark on Sneasler. So they Die Claw. The only way they win is if they like sleep us here. They paralyze us. That's pretty bad, actually. Bro, that's really bad, actually. That's really, really bad, actually. Oh, man. I've got to hope I live close combat now. Yup, okay. Get Trick Room up, and now we need to break through Paralysis twice. We're guaranteed slower, which is really nice. That's really fun. But we just need to break through Paralysis twice. So we do. Beautiful. Sneasler goes down, and we just need to break through one more time to KO Koraidon. We're loaded dice, so we're guaranteed to land 4 to 5 times for a +1 attack. All we need is to break through Paralysis. Is that really that hard? I don't think so. We just did it once, and we will do it again. So come on, send your Koraidon in. We get our Chilling Neigh boost. We're under Trick Room. Man, okay. Maybe the play was actually, if I wanted the Hoopa endgame, I could have just sent in Calyrex in front of whatever and got Trick Room up again. Come on, we break through. There we go. And Koraidon is, of course, going to go down. Let's go. So we do win. Hoopa Trick Room looks really good if you don't run into Terra Dark, which I'm wondering if it's going to be more common with Deoxys being allowed in the metagame too. But yeah, that was a really fun battle. That was what I can expect to see in Battle Stadium. Thank you very much for watching the video, guys. If you did enjoy, please do remember to leave a like and let me know your thoughts down below, alongside any other mons you'd like me to use on the channel. And yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys, and peace.